So, if you haven't guessed it, I'm making a charcuterie board. I really didn't want to make one, but it was requested for, you know, a Christmas gift or something like that. So, walnut. I'm going to assume it's native here to Michigan. I went to the Barnwood salvage place over in Mason, Michigan to pick up this piece of wood. They've got all kinds of goodies over there. So if you're in the area, I'll try to put a link for it here in the... Oh man, I've been out of practice. Look at that. Look at that booger hook. So anyways, down in the description there. So this is... It's supposed to be 12 by 20. That was a requested size, so that's what we're going with. In black. Glossy black. That's what we're doing. So, as you can see, I cut here for so, and clearly I am wider than 12 inches. I am 13 3/4 there, and pretty much 13 3/4 there. So I have to lose a hair. So, you know, 3/4 inch or so off of it. I could take an inch off of each side and probably be happy. Now I rough cut this on a bandsaw. I'm going to cut an inch here and just use the fence, cut an inch. That'll give me room to play. Resin will fill in any gaps. I do have to clean up the bark off of there. I don't want the bark in the inclusion. And then hit it with a wiry brush maybe and get the dirts and debris off of it. And we'll go from there. I know, it's been a long time. I'm a little, got a little stage fright. I haven't been in front of the camera or behind the camera in a minute. So let's get this going. This is my first attempt at it. As you can see, I got my frame done. I'm guessing, just based on a few videos I watched a long time ago, Moon Pie does them all the time, so we'll have to give him a shout out for that. You know where Moon Pie is, over here, over there in the corner, right there. So yeah, let me get going and pry this stuff off and get it cleaned up and set it up, cut an inch off, and I gotta wait for that silicone to dry, so it'll be a bit before I get back to doing that. Alright, so I decided I'm going to take that much off of one side right now and see where we're at. And go from there. Did I push go, you guys? Handy dandy push stick. You don't want the fingers in there. All right, so do y'all notice what I did wrong? Okay, so I noticed it while I was editing, because I was kind of editing as I go. So I put the wrong side out. The tape is on this side, so I had to tape this. I hope it stays. So this stuff's pretty tight. You also notice that I said 12 and I measured 13. I wanted room to square it up. So we're, you know, see, I left a little gap here and a little gap over there. That's so I can square it up. And we're a little long still, so I can square it up. I have, well, I have 20 pounds. I'm hoping that'll hold it down. So I'm just going to set the HDPE on that and set the weights on it. I'm going to mix up some Total Boat thick set, I believe. I think that's what it's called. Thick set, or it used to be called Fathom, I think. But alright, well, I can't believe that wasn't enough. Let me mix up some more. That was 1,400 grams. I'm putting another 1,200 grams in there. Oops, I'm sorry. Kicking your cords. I totally wasn't expecting to use that much. All right, 3 days from now, we'll take that off there. Alright guys, so I got this all out, and see this right here? Somebody mixed the resin wrong. Oh, so all that, it never got hard. I mixed it 1-to-1. I don't know why, but I mixed it 1-to-1 instead of 2-to-1, and this is 2 weeks later. So the reason it's 2 weeks later is because I made another one off camera. This one is correctly mixed, as you can see. It's pretty hard here. So we're going to work on this one. I will take this one. Hopefully I can salvage that walnut in there. But I'm going to probably cut it down a little bit so it fits through the planer. My planer is only 13-inch wide. I will probably also cut it down the center and just plane off as much as I can get the resin off, and probably use the grindy wheel with one of those hog bits on it. I don't remember what they're called, and just eat the rest of the resin off and redo this one in maybe a different color or something at another time. So anyways, let's I preset this. It's like 12 3/4. I'm just going to buzz one side off, move it in a little bit, buzz the other side off. I'm trying to get it under 13 so that it can fit through the planer over there. And then I'll plane it down and see where it's at. I have to plane it down so far. I'm going to go for an inch. Right now it's 1.5 inches. We'll plane it down. I'll get the okay from the customer what size or what side they want up, you know, so if this side's going to be the top or if the other side's going to be the top, that way I know where to put the feet and my logo. So let me get to trimming this up. We'll do a little bit of trimming it up, a little bit of through the planer, and then yeah, I got a sander and sandpaper and all that coming, because I have to go through all those different grits, and I didn't have any of that either. Go figure, right? So here, let me get the camera moved, and we'll get some trimming over here on the saw. Alright, so I sprayed mold release on that one, and that's a little hard to hold on to. Alright, let's get her over to the planer. So I plane my board 7/8 of an inch. I'm going to start at 80 grit and work my way up to, I think the most I've seen was 320 on a charcuterie board. I got a lot of resin, so we'll see how the swirls look in it. I can go up to like 3000 grit, which I may go somewhere in there. We'll see how it looks. I still need to round over the top edge and chamfer the bottom edge with a router, so we'll do that also. And all this will be sped up. So I'm going to show you the 80 and show you what it looks like when I get to where I like it. Alright, so I've gone to 400 grit. I'm going to wipe her down with a little bit of denatured alcohol, see what she looks like. Possibly raise the grain. Doesn't look too bad, I guess. I still have to chamfer it and round over the edges. This is just to get an idea of what we're looking at. So I don't think it looks too bad. Alright, so I got to get it cut down to size, so 12 by 20. We'll chamfer the bottom side, round over the top side. I'll go through the sanding again, because now that I've raised the grain, it's going to need it. And we'll just cover some of that. So, got some food grade Buffy stuff I'm going to put on here. Can't give you a name. It's top secret stuff. So, it's carnauba wax, beeswax, and mineral oils, and I think some I only intend to do the plastic with it because I don't like how it looks. I'm going to try to get it a little shinier. I went and got Buffy pads. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so you get the idea. I'm going to keep going until I get it done, and we'll put some, actually we'll wipe it down with some mineral oil. So I have a food grade mineral oil. Anyways, I'm going to soak it in mineral oil, and then we'll put some butcher block on it. I don't have any other way to do this, so this is what I'm doing. Alright, well, I know that didn't look real good like that, but we'll leave that be for a bit. We'll wipe the excess off, depending on what soaks in and what doesn't soak in. And then we'll get the butcher block stuff on. Didn't like how not shiny it was, so I'm hitting it with micro mesh pads and some oil. Quite sure I'm ruining these, but if it makes it shinier than it was, to get it any shinier than that without using a non-food safe product. I have to wax it, but I don't think that's going to make it shiny. I like how it looks depending on where you're at, but then I don't like the matte finish on it like you guys see right now. So if you take and tip it, looks great like that, but I don't like that matte finish, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I just don't. Alright, I even tried buffing it. That's what I can get. It looks great like this, but I can't get it to go shinier than that. Alright. Let me place the call, and we'll get a logo on it and get some little feet in the bottom. Big. I don't know if I can get it in there. Alright, so that was fun. Kinda. So yeah, black walnut. I went with 7/8 of an inch. I had to cut the chamfer a little bit more because this side kind of chipped apart, so I had to cut a little deeper. And then of course, there's my logo in the bottom there. And yes, I did run it twice because I didn't think it was dark enough the first time. So I really kind of like it now. It looks good. And then we're just finished in the, what is that, Howard's, the Butcher Black conditioner. I was going to get the cutting board butter or whatever it is, Butcher Black butter, but I didn't have time to wait for it. So, isn't really a whole lot to tell you, so, yeah, I guess it's not too bad. I gotta get way back here before you see it. So 20 inches long this way, and 12 inches wide that way. I got the little feet on the bottom, as you can see. And then it holds dust no matter what you do to it. I wiped it off before I bring it up here, and I keep putting more dust on it. So yeah, that's my video for this week. I know it's not wood turning, but it was something. So if you liked it, give her a thumbs up. That was my first attempt at a charcuterie board. I'm gonna try to do the other half here soon, or eventually. No, I gotta get it cleaned up and get all that black goo, rubber. It's like rubber. It ain't hard, it's like rubber. So we get that cleaned up, get that off, and then same process basically. So yeah, we'll go through that. I may put handles in it. It was requested not to have handles on this one, so that's what we went with. All right, so give her a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you did not, or, you know, we don't care if you didn't like it. Yeah, I'll put pictures at the end, all like 3 of them. 3 or 4 of them anyways. There ain't a whole lot of different angles on this. And then y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.